Have you ever wondered what you should set your trailing percentage to? I'm going to answer that question for you today. Trailing is a topic that is hot on the Telegram chat channel. And by the way, if you haven't joined the Telegram chat channel for 3 commas yet, you're missing out on some great information being passed around and shared freely. Jump on it now. Do yourself a favor. You're going to love it. Trailing is something that I see pop up a lot on the Telegram channel. Why? Well, trailing is one of the things that brought me to 3 commas, and I'm sure it's one of the reasons that you were so interested in 3 commas that you're even spending time to watch this video. The question is deviation percentage for trailing. What is the best percentage? This depends wholly on the chart and on the volume of that chart. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here I am looking at BSD on Bittrex, and this coin popped initially 80%. Then it did another 90% pop. That is phenomenal. These pumps happened in a 4-day period. So I saw this happen. I missed the first one, missed the second one, but I can see a pattern here, just like anybody could see a pattern, right? So I bought about here because I saw the chart went down here. So I'm not going to try to buy at the very bottom. I'm going to try to buy right about here just to make sure I get filled. I got filled. You can see by the timeline that right now is December 13th at 9 p.m. Japan Standard Time. And this pump happened yesterday, and the pump didn't go up as high. It went up 30%, which is fantastic. Now here's the rub. I had trailing set, and my trailing was set for 2%. But did I get sold here? Nope. I got sold down here. My order closed lower than where I wanted to. Why? Because I planned it this way. I put way too much onto this order. I know that the average order for BSD is not 0.1 BTC, but I put 0.1 BTC on there anyway. I bought down there and I was waiting for it to prove a point. Here I am with my trade. I opened it and then I closed it, and it happened just within the span of a few hours. And my win-loss rate was only 15%, where it should have been 30 or more. It should have been a lot higher. But because I had used so much Bitcoin in this low volume chart, trailing wasn't going to cut it. Why? The only way for trailing to work is there has to be somebody there to buy up what you are selling at a higher price. We've zoomed in now on the BSD chart on the 5-minute view. And now we can see that if I had bought here, then of course my order would have been filled all the way up there. So if I had 10% take profit, but trailing enabled with 2%, then every 2%, it would follow up my stop in a sense. And as soon as it goes up and up and up, and it looks like it went to a max of 57%, glorious, wow. And it falls 2% from there, it makes a market sell order, not a limit sell order. There's a huge difference between the two. Market orders will sell to the highest bidder. The person that's willing to pay the highest price will get whatever you're selling. That is a market sell. A limit sell is a fixed price where you won't accept anything less than that set amount. So if you, for some reason, knew that this is going to pump 50%, then you could have had a limit sell at 50%, and then you'd have to wait until the price, then you'd have to wait for people to buy at 50% in order for you to be completely sold out of your position. So the 5-minute view is much more intriguing. We can see a large pump, a tall wick, it fights it, it goes down, and then it continues to go up. That we have dramatic movements going up and down, up and down. This is how trailing take profit prevents you from losing more. With that said, we can look at the volume here. Up here at the volume, it's going to tell us how much. So we have a measly 129, 5,000. So people are accumulating 8,000. Then we get a takeoff, 144,000 in volume of BSD. That's a lot. That means there's a lot of people buying to push up the price. Then lots of people are taking profits. Then we see another one. Then we can see all this green, That means we're closing. There we go, closing. And then we've reached the top, 32. A round number, by the way. You want to avoid round numbers. Don't do it. Don't sell at round numbers. Don't do it. Had you have set to 10% trailing take profit, here's our first 10%. Then we're waiting for 10%. There's 20, 30, 40, 50. And since we just passed 50, we would close out there at 50. So you can see that even though this shoots up a lot and it rockets up, would you want to risk 20% trailing take profit? Is there any way to possibly know that this pump is going to happen? There was a pump before, so you could make that decision, but you have to keep volume in the back of your mind. So with that said, would I have made more if I had traded with less? Absolutely. What is a good trailing percentage? It depends on the chart. So it's not so much what percentage should you set your deviation to, but what amount do you want to trade with on that chart? Will there be enough volume to buy what you are willing to sell at a trailing take profit price, which is going to be somewhere north of where it usually lives?